that this is the difference between the Islamic faith and the Christian faith. I think it all hinges on Jesus Christ and hinges on second thing about the Bible, whether it is believable. Now I understand that you try to work on the Bible itself, but I have already explained to you, the inspiration is progressive inspiration. It comes into different time period, and then we'll continue to work on that. So that's why your question say that, oh, when Jesus' time, do you have the whole New Testament? Of course, that wasn't kind of fully written, okay?
Gotcha.
Because the New Testament was written by the first person eyewitness. Second thing, I know that the key point between Islamic faith and the Christian faith is really hinges on, I'm glad, okay, the Islamic faith really respect Jesus.
We do.
Okay, really kind of will take him, revere him very highly. And I'm thankful to see that. Okay, I just want to explain that myself.
Thank you.
But at the same time, I know that you revere Jesus as the second greatest prophet after Muhammad.
We don't really grade them like that.
But no, that's okay. It's a great prophet, okay?
We love him. Great prophet.
Excellent.
One of the greatest.
Excellent. Now, in the Quran, okay, help me.
That.
You asked me. Well, let me ask you a question, okay?
Wait, hold on. Are you done with your explanation? Because we're not going to go to another question
no.
we're done with the subject.
Because I want to talk about this, because this is important.
I get it. But before we go to another subject. Okay.
Who created, how did God, Allah, created the universe?
Excellent.
Please help me to understand.
I got you. No problem.
Please.
No problem at all.
How did God, Allah? Yes.
Okay. So, what was your name again?
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie, what you're doing here is you're jumping, right? We were on a subject, we were discussing a verse, and you're jumping because your answer came out wrong. And again, I'm respectful, I listen to you, I let you, and I will answer every question that you bring, no problem.
Sure.
Okay. But the problem is, you're a PhD in the Bible, you're a
please,
I let you speak.
Okay, please.
Respect, thank you. You read the verses, you have them marked, you've obviously studied it, you teach the Bible, and you told me that one of these lineages is Mary's, right? All these people are witnesses. I asked you which one, you said Luke. When we looked at Luke, you realized that that's not true, so I allowed you to even take it back, and you said Matthew. When we looked at Matthew, it said begun Joseph, the husband of Mary, so that's not Mary's either. Then you switched your answer to say that it goes through generations. It doesn't mention the father, it mentions the grandfather. And then instead of explaining that, you jump to how Allah created the universe, because you didn't want me to question that. But I'm going to have to respectfully say, we can't jump subjects until we're done speaking about a subject. I don't mind you getting back to me, but I would like to then be clear that these lineages are not jumping generations, as you said, because I would then ask you, where is Heli, if you're saying it goes by grandfathers, where is Heli in Matthew? If it goes, for example, Jacob is the father, where is Heli in the whole lineage? Let's go from 1 to 16, and we don't find Heli anywhere. In fact, when you look at the names in Matthew and Luke, they don't, many of the names that are mentioned in one lineage are never mentioned in the other. So it's not like one is giving each father and one is skipping. That's also not true. Just like one of them being Mary's cannot be true, because it mentions the son, not the daughter, the son. And it mentions Joseph. And it even clarifies Joseph, the husband of Mary, not Mary. And it says begot. He was the father of. Unless they were brother and sister and there was incest, this is not Mary's. So those answers are just trying to do away with a clear contradiction. It's not skipping generations, because Heli is not mentioned anywhere in Matthew, as others that are not mentioned in both, right? And neither one is Mary's. So if you would like to go to another question, I'm fine with that, and you can ask me any question you like, but I would then like to state that as far as we have seen, this is a clear contradiction, and this is creedal. This is not just because this is tying Jesus to David. peace and blessing be on both of them, and you said the Messiah had to be from the lineage of David. If the lineage is fabricated, then you have a real creedal problem, correct?
Now, you see, this is why I want to mention. You see, when I say skip the name, the name, some of them didn't mention in another lineage in there. Okay?
Okay, so
that would be, now you see, when you mention about the father, the forefather in there, indeed, when you look at this, like I said,
so you're saying that's the answer. So let's take a look at it. Here, let's take this, right? So here, Abraham begot Isaac, Isaac begot Jacob, Jacob begot Judas and his brethren, and Judas begot Phares, right? And Zara and Tamar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to Luke, right? Now, when we go all the way to where it has Adam, right? And it goes son by son, not daughters, not son-in-laws, sons, right? All the way to where we find Abraham.
We have Abraham in verse 34.
Excellent. So let's read down from it. 34 is Abraham, Jacob, Judas, Phares, and then it goes to Esraham, right? And Aram goes to different lineages, not the same. It's not skipping, they're different names, which they do not have in common at all. So it's not like one is mentioning some and some is the other. The son of, begot, not skipping, they're different names, they're different lineages. All the way down to Heli and then Jacob again around Joseph. And if you go up from them, for you have Matan and Matat and so on, you will see differences in both of them. So the reality is they're two contradictory lineages. Now you can make up an excuse and say one was Mary's, but the reality is it clearly says son and clearly says begot, and even clarifies Joseph, the husband of Mary, not Mary. So that's not going to work. And you can say, you know what, they were mentioning different names, but that's not going to work either, because the lineage does go son by son at Abraham, and then it switches it up. Different names, different generations, not in common. So if you want to admit that there are two contradictory lineages, we can move to another question.
Yeah. You see, I do not admit that.
Okay, then we're going to keep on.
No, like I said, there are research done in here, in these two lineage in there. I just explained to you one of the observation.
Both of them are
wrong. Because I cannot say that both are wrong.
So which one is Mary's then?
Now, you see, now, this is why I said that. I will get back to you on this, because I don't want to stretch my knowledge on this.
I want you to stretch your knowledge.
No.
Use your brain.
No.
What's that PhD for?
No. This is not how it works, okay? You see, the more you learn, the more you understand, you realize that yourself, because my PhD is into one particular area in there, okay?
What
that would be other area. My PhD would be more, well, you ask me, my PhD would be in the international development, okay?
Of the church.
Of a church.
Not divinity.
No, it's relating to that, but using the Bible, how to kind of help out the international people, how to do international development.
Okay, so as it stands, until you get back to me, those are two contradictory lineages, is that correct?
Well, you see appearance in here, okay, appearance differences. But I can tell you, because this question have been answered.
Not to me.
I need to say that.
I've asked a lot of people.
Now you see, this is why. Let me get back to you. Okay. Because I don't want to just to settle on this.
No problem.
Because this appearance differences in there.
Thank you.
There is an answer for that. I just want to let you know.
But see, again, that's not an answer, because you're saying there is an answer, but you don't know it.
No.
So, and you gave two answers already.
Out of my own shortcoming, I have to admit. Okay. Out of my own shortcoming, because of this, I cannot give you an answer right away.
No problem.
But I promise, I'll get your. Yes, I get your email address.
Gotcha.
I want to get back to you because I want you to know, because I do respect.
I appreciate that.
Like I said, I have read and I understand that there has been research done on this. Now, this is why we need to have the dialogue.
I appreciate
you point out.
Yeah.
Because yes, there are apparent differences in the
apparent
Bible.
contradictions.
Contradiction.
Thank you. That's it. We're
Please,
good.
okay,
Let's
please,
move on.
okay.